All right, Adam Thompson, do you think there could be, in this diverse jury panel, a conflict between factions?
Jane, I'm going to say it, right? No one wants to talk about it. I got to always be the guy on the show that does it. Race, 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 race. Juries decide the outcome of cases. You know, if a comedian's in front of an audience who doesn't get his jokes, then the comedian's not funny. If the jury doesn't understand and identify with the facts you're presenting to it, then you're going to either lose the case or you're going to get a hung jury. So in this case, everything starts and ends with who's sitting in the jury box. Here, you have a real racial division. And race permeates everything that happens in society today. People don't want to admit that, but it does. So are the African Americans going to hold out and make sure that there isn't an acquittal? Or are the whites going to hold out and make sure there's not a guilty? You don't know. The possibility of a not guilty.
All right, let somebody else jump in. Okay, John Lieberman. Okay, Adam, John.
They could just as likely, and I submit it's more likely, that they're torn over what to convict him of, whether it's first degree, whether it's second degree, or whether it's manslaughter. Everybody's talking as if the state didn't put on a good case. And I submit to you, Jane, this case is completely different than the George Zimmerman case. For the biggest reason, there was a lot more direct evidence in this case. For one, Dunn left the scene, and then we know what he did after that. He didn't call police, et cetera, et cetera. Zimmerman stayed at the scene and talked to police quite extensively. But anyway, I believe that what this jury is actually quibbling over is what to convict Michael Dunn of. The state put on an absolutely exceptional case, pointing out the lack of credibility in Michael Dunn's own statements, from the interrogation to the letters that he wrote to his family to what he said on the stand. And then I think the credibility of his own fiance, that it was the turning point, I believe, in the trial.
Very briefly, Simone Bien, you're a behavior expert. Sorry to cut you off. I only have a couple of seconds. Do you get the sense that if they say, let's go back to our hotel to have dinner, which means they could have dinner in their own rooms, they don't have to hang out together, that means that they're at loggerheads, possibly?
Yeah, well, is at loggerheads, or are they trying to bond, actually, and try? I really like the point there just by the lawyer, which is
they're doing their job.
No, yeah, exactly. They're doing their job. But if you look at the gender differences, women will make decisions based on different facts. And on that jury, you've got women in management. They are more capable. Research has shown with neuroscientists that they are capable of using both the right and the left-hand part of the brain, which I believe will mean that, I'm sorry, maybe I'm idealistic, Jane, and I'm praying to God I'm not, that he is going down.
All right, well, we've got a caller on the other side who has a lot to say. We've got so much more to bring you. Stay right there. We'll be right back.